Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. You have enjoyed the vacations a lot. So, after the vacations, now we will start. Today, we are going to start a new lesson, that is inside the kitchen. This is the lesson of EVS 2, inside the kitchen. So, every house contains the kitchen. Maybe it is small or big, but every house contains the kitchen. Here are the pictures of kitchens. See, in kitchen utensils we keep utensils, wash basin for washing the utensils, gas, or all the stuff which we require for the cooking. And this kitchen is the most important part of our house. So this is kitchen, and about this only what we are going to do, how we use it, what we do here, all the things we will see. Now see, observe this picture carefully. What you can see in this, here old lady is frying puris, and what she is using, she has given the heat for. You also maybe know that at our home, when mother is making puris, at that time she takes oil, she gives the heat to that oil in one of the pan. When she takes the oil, she give the heat. Maybe she uses the gas or induction, or here the old lady is using the chulha, and she puts some wood in that, and she is obtaining the heat by using that wood. And in another picture, here one lady is cooking by using gas, another girl is using the stove, and another one is using the induction. So while cooking, most of the food items we cook by giving the heat, and for giving the heat we use different types of instruments, like as here chulha, induction, stove, and gas. So let us see here are the examples. When we are cooking, we can use all these items. Here is stove. How it works? It requires the kerosene. Is a fuel. If we fill into this tank, then we can burn it, we can light it, and we can cook on this stove. This second option, gas, is mostly available in everyone's house. Here LPG gas, we use the cylinder, and through that we light it and we can cook. This is chulha. Earlier there were no kerosene, no gas cylinders were there, so at that time people used to cut the wood, and she used to use firewood for cooking. So in nowadays also in the villages, most of the people use this chulha for cooking. This is induction. Induction means here they use the electric light to, this is the induction plate. On this plate, if we plug it in the socket, then it gets heated, and on the pan which we keep on this induction, it gets heated and you can cook. So these are the different ways that you can use for the cooking. So we can use many things for cooking. So see, why do we use heat to prepare some food items? To make the food soft, easy to digest, and tastier, we should give the heat to the food. Suppose there is a rice. We can't eat rice raw only. What we have to do for making the rice, for cooking the rice, what our mother do, she uses the water, she takes the water and she adds the water in that rice and she cook it. Why? Because after cooking these things, the food will become tastier, soft, and easily it will digest in our stomach. So we should cook the food, and before eating we should cook the food. Which food items do we eat without cooking? Now I gave you the example of rice. Rice we can't eat raw. We have to boil it and we have to use it. But which food items? Some food items are there that we should not cook. So why? So these are the fruits. We eat fruits without cooking. For example, here you can see that is oranges, papaya, banana, cucumber, pineapple. There are so many fruits are there. These fruits mostly fruits are very important for us. And what we do, we won't cook the fruits, we eat the fruits directly raw. What happen if we cook the fruits? If we cook the fruits, whatever nutrients you will get from that fruits, that maybe it may loss. So we should eat. Even doctors also suggest to eat the fruits, but we never cook the food. We eat the food without cooking. So, and even while cooking also, here we have seen we have to give the heat for cooking the food. But if we give the more heat, if we overcook the food, then also all the nutritious things whatever is present in that food, it can go away. So fruits we eat without cooking. And here we are not cooking, so no need to give the heat also. Now our third question is, which is easier to use, firewood or gas? Earlier most of the people use firewood, but nowadays no one is using firewood. Gas is easier to use because it doesn't give smoke and it is easy to light quickly. If we compare gas and chula, for light the chula we have to use so much of struggle. We have to add the wood in that and burn it. It takes the time. But gas lights quickly and it doesn't give any smoke. As the chula give the smoke, our eyes will pain, lots of things will happen due to that. So as compared to chula, now gas is easier to use. And if you are using gas, no need to cut the trees. Nowadays so many people are cutting the trees for maybe for making the furniture, and one reason is for cooking also. So that is also we can avoid by using the gas. And even if you are using the chula, our house, our walls will become black, which you can avoid by using gas. So in this way, by comparing, we can say that gas is easier to use. It has lots of benefits of using gas. Now our next point is, how do we prepare the food items? We have seen which food items we use, why we cook the food, which food items we eat without cooking, and which is easier to use. Now here are the different how we prepare the food. Whatever food, daily we require the food for eating, but for that we have to cook. So there are the different methods of cooking. Here is a first method, that is boiling. As I have given you the example of rice we won't eat raw, so we add the water into the rice, we keep it on the gas or whatever is present, induction or stove, whatever you are using for giving the heat, for obtaining the heat, we put it onto that. And when the rice will boil, after some time it gets cooked. Even we do this for the modak also. Modak also we can boil also, we can steam also. This is the first method of cooking, that is boiling. Second is frying. Frying means, in this method what we have to do, we take the oil, we can take the oil also, we can take the ghee also. So in this frying we can give the heat to that oil or ghee, and after heating that oil or ghee, we add, if we are making pakodas, we add the batter what we make for the pakodas, we add into that oil and we fry the pakodas as well as papad, puris and pakodas and vadas. This is the frying we use with the help of heat, as well as for frying we require the oil or ghee. Now steaming. In this steaming, what we have to do is, steam is formed by using water. It cooked by using these steams. In idli, everyone have the idli container. In idli container, what we do? At the bottom of the container we add some water, and upper of that, in that container we put the batter and we close the pan. As the water gets heated, the steams come up, and due to that steam the idlis get cooked. Same will happen with the modak also. So by using that water steam, this idlis, dhokla or modak, this gets cooked. So this is also one of the cooking method, that is steaming. By using the steam, the food items gets cooked. Example, idli or modak or idli or dhokla, these are the examples. In this we use the which method? Steaming method. Now next is roasting. In this method we take a pan. After heating the pan, we put the chapati or bhakri to roast it. We can use the different, whatever if you want to use gas or induction or stove, on that you have to keep the pan, and when that pan gets heated, on that pan you can put the chapati. Whatever chapati you made, you can put it on that, and we can roast from both the sides chapatis. And examples of roasting are, we use this roasting method for chapati, bhakri, omelette and even paratha also. And most of the people use pan for roasting, but without pan also we can roast. So how? Here see, here directly on the gas also we can roast the chapati or paratha. So this is the roasting. So these are the 4 methods that we have seen. We use most of the time, whatever things we are preparing at home, we use these methods for cooking: roasting, steaming, frying and boiling. And we prepare this variety of food items according to our likes. We use variety of ingredients for this purpose. Here we are using rice, modak, here besan we use, oil we use. Here in steaming we are using idli, we are preparing the modak, and even meat, fish, eggs, all these things we use, we cook by using these methods only. But most of this, whatever this boiling, this frying, steaming and roasting, in all these methods, maybe you have observed, we have to give the heat. When we are giving the heat, at that time these food items are getting cooked. So you can give the heat by using the different things, as we have seen, by using gas, chulha or this induction or stove. These are the different things that you can use for the cooking. And these food items, whatever you are preparing, so food items become tastier and easier to digest when we prepare by heating them. If you are using the raw food, we can't eat the raw food items. So what we have to do, we have to cook the food items by using heat. And when we cook the food, that cooked food become tastier and it can easily digest in your stomach and it becomes soft. So these are the methods we have seen in this. We have seen about the kitchen, about the different things we are using for the cooking, for obtaining the heat, why we cook the food, for making the food soft, easy to digest and tastier. These food items, these fruits we are not going to cook, we have to eat the fruits raw. If we cook the fruits, then whatever nutritious things are there, that will go away. We will not get all the nutrients from the fruit. So this firewood and gas is easier than firewood. This is the boiling method. Rice we boil and cook. This is frying. This is steaming and roasting. These are the food items that we have seen in this session. So let us see it and observe it and study it. Next point we will see in next session. Thank you.